Hello everybody. Now we'll start our today's session. Today we'll discuss price effect, combination of substitution and income effect. So there are three parts: price effect, then second substitution effect, and third is income effect. So to make it simple, first I have developed a content. And this is basically the content for this topic, and we'll divide this content into two sessions. In the first session, I'll discuss the basics like what is price effect, what is income effect, then what is substitution effect. These three today we'll cover in the today's session. Then in the next session, we'll cover price effect, the sum of substitution and income effect. There we'll go through, graph, and we'll understand that how price effect is combination of substitution and income effect, and more clearly like price effect broken up into income and substitution effect. And it's a Slutsky method. Slutsky, basically a very renowned economist. His full name is E. Slutsky. So he contributed a lot in economics. So to understand the substitution effect, we'll use Slutsky theory. Then further we'll discuss Slutsky theory, measure of substitution effect. Okay, so Slutsky theory, measure of substitution effect, will cover in two part. These are Slutsky substitution effect for a fall in price of good. Then second, Slutsky substitution effect for a rise in price of good. What I said, Slutsky theory, measure of substitution effect, will cover in two ways. Slutsky substitution effect for a fall in price of good. A. B. Slutsky substitution effect for a rise in price of good. Okay, so these will cover in the Slutsky theory. Then we'll cover price effect, the sum of substitution and income effect through a Slutsky method. So these will cover in the next session. Today, first we'll discuss price effect, then we'll discuss income effect, then thirdly we'll discuss substitution effect. Now coming to the price effect. Price effect, actually, indirectly we have discussed, earlier. So when I will today I will explain, you can, recall the earlier explanation also. The price effect occurs when price of goods increase. Buyer may buy less. And when price decrease, buyer may buy more. So what I said, that price effect takes place when price of a goods increase, and due to that buyer may purchase less of that particular good. And it's vice versa. Vice versa means when price will fall down or price will decrease, buyer may purchase less of that particular product or good. Okay, so this, where we can see this, basically we have studied in the law of demand. In the law of demand, what we have studied, that when price increase, what happens? Demand decrease. And when price decrease, then demand increase. Okay, so this is basically coming as same to known as price effect. So price effect in other way we can discuss, like price effect represents the condition in consumer consumption choice due to the change in price of goods leading to change in quantity purchased, assuming price of related goods and income of the consumer are constant. Okay, so in other words, we can say that price effects represent the condition in consumer consumption behavior or consumption choice. Okay, so consumption choice means combination of goods which customer have a plan to purchase due to the change in the price of a good, leading to the change in the quantity demanded or quantity purchased, assuming that the price of the related goods and the income of the consumer are unchanged or same. Okay, so in the law of demand also we have assumed that price of the related goods will remain same, then income of the consumer will remain same, then taste, habit, preference of the consumer will remain same. Okay, so this is basically the price effect. Next, we'll discuss the income effect. Okay, so income effect is slightly different from the price effect. See, today I am covering this only three topics so that you can understand the basics of this concept. Then we'll gradually enter into the graphical presentation of this three effect. Now, income effect refers to the effect of change in demand for goods due to change in the consumer purchasing power leading to change in consumer real income. What I said, I am repeating again. Income effect refers to the effect of change. Effect of change in what? In demand for goods due to the change in the consumer purchasing power leading to change in consumer real income. Now, how we can understand income effects, represents when the price of goods change, means like price of goods, decline or reduces. Okay, in that case, what happens? Consumer purchase power increase. What I said, consumer purchase power increase. And vis-a-vis consumer real income increase. How it is? Think we are going through an example. Say for example, product A. Product A price is 10 and product B price is 12. Okay, now the product B price come down or product B price fall down. Okay, and it came to 8. Okay, from 12 it came to 8. So what will happen with this, rupees 8, consumer will be able to buy more amount of product B, assuming that price of the product A are same. Okay, so when the price of product B reduced and came down to 8, that means the purchasing power of the money increases. Okay, earlier to purchase a product, customer need to pay rupees 12. Now customer need to pay rupees 8. So with this less price, customer will be able to purchase more of B product. So this is basically the income effect. Okay, and if we think about the large quantity of products, or it happens frequently, then that will affect the real income of the consumer. Real income means the income which is at the hand of the consumer, or savings at the hand of the consumer for expenditure. So if price come down from 12 to 8, so that means how much rupee? 4 rupees consumer can save. This 4 rupees will come to real income, and these 4 rupees in the example which we have considered will increase the purchasing power of the consumer. So this is basically the income effect. Okay, here we are assuming that the price of good A and the consumer monthly income will be same, but there may be decrease in the price of one good. Okay, here we are discussing combination of two goods. So these will go through through graphs also. Now the substitution effect. In the substitution effect, what happens? Substitution effects refers to the consumer reaction to a change in the relative price of two products, keeping the total utility as constant. Okay, again I am repeating, substitution effect refers to the consumer reaction to a change in the relative price of two products, keeping the total utility as constant. Now here we will first understand the relative price. Relative price means like for the same kind of product, or for homogeneous product, homogeneous or similar category of products. If the price change, say for example price decrease of one product, that will affect the demand for other product. Okay, now for example, just assume that there are 3 brands of cold drinks. Okay, in market you can see lots of cold drinks brands are there, like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, Mirinda. Okay, so just we are assuming that in market there are 3 types of cold drinks, A, B and C. Okay, now what happened? These are related product. Okay, now if the price of cold drink A brand falls down, what will happen? Demand for cold drinks A will increase, and consumer, those who are using B and C brand of cold drinks, possibility is that they may shift to cold drinks A. So what they are doing? They are substituting. They are substituting their brand of cold drinks from B to C, from B and C to A. What I said, I am repeating again. Like as we have assumed, the price of the cold drinks brand A falls down. So due to that, some consumer, those who are using cold drinks brand B and C, may shift, okay, or they may substitute. Here see, they are substituting, okay, substituting B and C cold drinks by or through A. They will shift to A brand. Okay, and here we will assume that the total utility means total satisfaction of the consumer will be remain unchanged. or will be same. So this is basically called substitution effect. Okay, now I will go to the again summary of these three concepts. First, we have discussed price effect. Price effect, as same as to law of demand. When price increase, demand decrease. When price decrease, demand increase. Okay, so if price effect says if the price increase, buyer may buy less, and when price decrease, buyer may buy more. This is price effect. Then income effect. Income effect says that when there is a fall in a, say for example, customer using a combination of product A and B. So if there is a fall in a price of one commodity or one product, the purchase power of the customer will go up. Vis-a-vis, real income will also increase. Okay. Then we have discussed substitution effect. Substitution effect means substituting for one product and purchasing another product or going for another product. Okay, like substitution effect refers to the consumer reaction to a change in the relative price of two products, keeping the total utility as constants. Okay, so if there is a decrease in the price of one similar types of product, or like here we can consider pizza, chocolate also. Okay, like say for example, price of the pizza have come down. So a customer was consuming pizza and chocolate. Okay, so price of pizza was 100 rupees per pizza. Then and chocolate price we are assuming 50 rupees per chocolate. So with 100 rupees, customer were able to purchase 2 chocolate and 1 pizza. So if the pizza price come down, say for example, it's come down to 50. So with 100 rupees, customer will be able to purchase 2 pizza. Okay, and chocolate will remain same, 2 chocolate. Okay, so what can happen if customer wants? Customer can go for extra quantity of the pizza, because customer was paying higher price earlier. To get 1 pizza, customer was giving 100 rupees. Now with 100 rupees, customer is getting 2. Okay, so customer may substitute pizza for chocolate. Okay, so this is basically the substitution effect. Now, as I earlier mentioned to you that next session will discuss price effect, combination of substitution and income effect, or price effect broken up into income and substitution effect through Slutsky method. Okay, so there we'll go through some graphical presentation, and another area like we will cover also Slutsky theory, measure of substitution effect, and there we'll discuss 2 areas: Slutsky theory, measure of substitution effect for a fall in price of good, then Slutsky substitution effect for a rise in price of good. So these two area will cover in the Slutsky theory, and another area is price effect, the sum of substitution and income effect. These will discuss in the next session.